xQc lost $500,000 on World Cup final bet. Hey there, and welcome to today's video. If you're an avid Twitch viewer or just a fan of esports in general, you won't miss this one. Today, we're diving into the world of sports betting and the controversy surrounding one of Twitch's biggest streamers, xQc. Put your headphones on because things are about to get intense. If you've been a fan of Twitch for any amount of time, chances are you've heard of the streamer xQc. Felix Langiel, better known online as xQc, is a French-Canadian streamer who rose to prominence on the Twitch streaming platform. xQc's professional esports career began in 2016 when he joined the Dallas Fuel team to play Overwatch. His professional esports career, however, was cut short after he was suspended several times and eventually switched to full-time streaming in 2020. Since then, xQc has grown to become one of Twitch's most popular personalities, with his channel xQc now boasting more than 9 million followers. xQc's personality stems from his diverse content as he streams a wide range of games such as Valorant, GTA, Among Us, and Fall Guys. Despite his controversial reputation, xQc has built a strong following on Twitch. In fact, the platform recognizes his power as a content creator and signed him a 2-year exclusive contract, making him one of the platform's most watched personalities. Matter of fact, according to leaked Twitch internal data, xQc is the company's highest paid star, earning an estimated $8 million since 2019. With such high earnings come high stakes. Prior to the World Cup final, Langiel posted a screenshot of his bet on France winning the tournament, with $500,000 worth of bet money. However, during the game, France fell behind to Argentina 2-0, prompting xQc to decide to cash out for $5,000. This turned out to be a bad decision, a very bad decision, as the score remained tied until the end of extra time. With both teams scoring 3 goals each, xQc could have saved all of his money if he had waited until the end of the extra time to cash out. Gambling and Twitch have a contentious relationship, which has resulted in an increase in traffic to Kick, an upcoming streaming platform. This admission came during a discussion of a poker tournament with another successful streamer, Pokimane. When asked if he has as much fun gambling when no one is watching, xQc responded, "Yeah, I'm addicted. I lost $2 million, $1.85 million this month." He went to say, "I have one of the biggest, most insanely addictive personalities you'll ever find. I'm addicted to everything I do. I still do it. Is that good? That's terrible. That's an illness. That's ill. I'm ill. But you know what? I can afford to be ill. I'm lucky." These remarks drew widespread media attention, including an article by esports website Dexerto that xQc's father read. Mr. Langiel confronted his son, who was streaming at the time, about the losses. xQc tried to downplay the situation, saying, "I lose money sometimes. It happens." But his father was understandably concerned and expressed his love for his son. It's clear that xQc's gambling habits have caused some friction within his family, and they're not the only ones. Because of the popularity of gambling streams on platforms such as Twitch, there have been calls for stricter regulations on this type of content. Returning to the World Cup bet, Langiel defended his decision after the news of his cashing out went viral, explaining that the bet was technically for a win within the designated 90 minutes of play, with extra time, and did not include penalty shootouts. He stated that even if France had won the match, he would still have lost the bet, but in reality, if xQc had waited till the end of the match and cashed out just before the penalty shootout, he could have saved all of his money. As expected, the news of Langiel's massive loss drew a lot of attention on social media, with many people reacting to the situation. Some users called Langiel a moron for placing such a large bet, while others loved to watch the streamer's loss. It's worth noting that xQc has previously discussed his gambling issues, and it's clear that it's something he struggles with. The incident raises the question of whether or not sports betting should be allowed on streaming platforms like Twitch. On one hand, some argue that it is a form of entertainment and adds excitement to sporting events. Others, however, argue that it is addictive and potentially harmful, prompting calls for stricter regulations. It's worth noting that in many countries, sports betting is already heavily regulated, with strict rules in place to protect consumers. Sports betting, for example, is only legal in a few states in the United States, with strict regulations in place to ensure fair and responsible gambling. It's also important to consider the ramifications of sports betting for streamers. While some may argue that it is simply a form of entertainment, as demonstrated by Lang Yel's loss, the risks can be significant. Furthermore, there is the possibility that streamers will use their influence to promote sports betting, potentially encouraging their viewers to do the same. This is especially concerning for younger viewers, who may not fully comprehend the dangers involved. However, betting in esports is more complicated than in traditional sports. The lack of regulation in the esports betting industry is a major issue. Another issue with esports betting is the possibility of addiction. Many esports bettors are young and may not fully comprehend the risks of gambling. The thrill of winning and the convenience of placing bets online can lead to a dangerous cycle of compulsive gambling and financial ruin. Aside from these concerns, there is also the issue of fairness in esports betting. With the rise of online gambling and the use of virtual currency, it can be difficult to track where money comes from and whether it is used fairly. This can result in an uneven playing field, with some players or teams having an unfair advantage due to financial support. Ultimately, the decision on whether or not to allow sports betting on streaming platforms like Twitch is a complex one, with valid arguments on both sides. What do you think? Should sports betting be allowed on streaming platforms, or should it be strictly regulated to protect consumers? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, make sure to subscribe to this channel with the bell notification if you enjoy watching our